All right, let's call the meeting of the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee for January 9th to order. Let's begin with a determination of quorum. Madam Secretary.
Rob Pierce,
Present.
Wes Rubio,
We can't hear you, Wes.
okay, we'll skip him for now. Wayne Handrock,
Present.
Christopher Bronzik,
Present.
Dale Way is absent, and then we'll just we have a quorum, just letting Wes get his audio situated.
Wes, you'll have to do hand signals. There you go.
Jen, can that count if we see him?
No, he needs to be able to communicate with us. So,
Okay.
I mean, he's here for purposes of quorum, but as far as, voting on an action item, like we need him to be heard.
Okay.
No.
I know we just heard you, Wes, but no, not anymore. Okay, Chris, your call.
Do we want to, we don't have a quorum if he can't speak, do we?
No, we do.
Okay.
Yeah. How about Chris? Let's move on and I'll go ahead and read the ethics announcement and then hopefully Wes can kind of maybe join us officially. So.
Okay.
Maybe he can use his computer audio instead of the headset or something. I don't know.
Okay. Then yes, let's go move to the ethics law announcement.
All right. Jen Gustafson for the record. Members are reminded that if with respect to any matter or any person coming before the committee today, number one, you've received a gift or loan. Number two, you have a pecuniary interest. Number three, you have a commitment in a private capacity, such as a family, employment, business, or similar relationship. Or number four, if you've provided representation or counseling before an agency to a person or entity for compensation within the last year on a matter that's being considered here this afternoon, please remember to disclose that gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation at the time the matter is being considered. And further, you must abstain from deliberation or voting on the matter if it's clear that the gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation would materially affect the independence of judgment of a reasonable person. Committee members are also reminded that under the bylaws, if you've had any contact outside this meeting with any persons interested in a matter coming before the committee today, you should disclose the nature of that contact at this meeting. I'm also going to go ahead and read the instructions for providing public comment. Members of the public can submit public comment either via Zoom or by dialing into the meeting by telephone. To provide public comment via Zoom, just log into the Zoom webinar at the link that's found on the first page of today's agenda and utilize the raise hand feature during any public comment period. To provide public comment via telephone only, you can press *9 to raise your hand and *6 to mute or unmute. Let's see here. And the telephone number for those joining us by telephone is 1-669-900-9128. And the meeting ID is 831-3388-3067 and press #. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and read the appeal procedure. So most decisions rendered by the Parcel Map Review Committee are appealable to the Board of County Commissioners. If you disagree with the decision of the Parcel Map Review Committee and you want to appeal its action, you may do so in writing within 10 calendar days from the date that that decision being appealed is reduced to writing, filed with the Secretary of the Parcel Map Review Committee, and mailed to the original applicant in the proceeding being appealed in accordance with Washoe County Code. Please call planning staff immediately at 328-3600 for information on the appeal procedure and application fee. Wes, before we move to public comment, can you can you talk?
I can on the phone.
Ms. Gustafson, will that count?
Hey, Wes, go ahead and mute your phone. Okay, so yes, Wes, yes, he can of course appear visually via Zoom and be on the phone. But obviously, like when you're not talking, Wes, just keep it muted because I think there's some feedback coming from the phone. Okay, thank you.
Okay, do we need to update the quorum, or can we move to the public comment site?
Please move forward to public comment.
Okay. So agenda item 4, we have public comment. If anyone in the public would like to speak.
There are no hands raised for public comment.
Okay, we'll move on to the approval of the January 9th, 2025 agenda. I assume everybody's been able to review the agenda. Does anyone have any comments or concerns? If not,
This is Wayne Handreck. I'll make a motion to approve as written.
This is Rob. I'll second it.
all those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed say nay. All right, approved unanimously. Number 6 is the approval of the December 12th, 2024 draft minutes. So I was not present for this meeting, but I did review the draft minutes. I assume everybody else has reviewed it as well, and if you have any comments, edits, please let me know. Seeing none, I'll make the motion to approve the December 12th, 2024 draft minutes.
This is Rob. I'll second it.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed, please say nay. All right, so we'll move to agenda item 7, which is the public hearing items. For 7A, we have tentative parcel map case number WTPM 24-0008. For hearing, discussion, and possible action to approve a tentative parcel map dividing a 4.75 acre parcel into 2 parcels of 1.78 acres and 2.97 acres. And presenting this is planner Julie Olander. Julie?
Good afternoon. I'm going to share my screen. Sorry. We did this earlier and then we had it all fixed and now I can't get to it. Okay, let me try again. All right. Everybody see this?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is to approve a tentative parcel map to divide a 4.75 acre parcel into 2 parcels. One will be 1.78 acres and the other is 2.97 acres. The parcel is off of Mount Rose Highway. On the left, you can sort of see the location of a Fawn Lane. And then on the right is a closer view of the parcel. The parcel zoned low density suburban, which allows up to 4 lots on this parcel. However, they're just requesting 2. The minimum lot size is 35,000 square feet, and the minimum lot size on the parcel map is 1.7 acres. This is a proposed site plan of the parcel. So you have the one parcel with the existing house on it, to the left, and then the larger parcel will be the vacant parcel, and the access will be to Fawn Lane. There's a single family house and several detached buildings on the 4-acre parcel. The required setbacks for low density suburban are 30 feet in the front and rear and 12 on the sides. The single family dwelling does meet the above these setbacks. There are 2 horse shelters on parcel 2, and where the residence isn't located, and the property owner will remove these shelters prior to the recordation of the final map, and that's in the conditions. The existing house has a well and septic and is not connected to municipal water or sewer service, and the new parcel will also have to construct a well and septic system. This was reviewed by various agencies, and their comments are included in the staff report, and those with conditions are in the conditions of approval, and I provide a possible motion.
Thank you.
I'm available for any questions. I don't know, is Ted Doolittle on the phone call, Adriana?
I only see a Samantha De La Heron.
I don't
No
know if
Ted
she-
Doolittle.
Okay, so I don't know if the applicant's available for any questions.
If the applicant's available, can you raise your hand? All right, I'm not seeing a raised hand from the attendees. Do we have any public comment before we close it and discuss amongst the committee?
No hands raised for public comment.
Does anyone from the Parcel Map Committee have any questions for the planner?
Yeah, this is Rob. Is there a water right issue with this being subdivided?
There could be, I'm not familiar with, I don't know if they've started that process or not, but they will have to do that to move forward with the, if they decide to put a house on the property.
Okay,
I'm not sure, with the recordation, I believe,
okay. Yeah, you mentioned that it was gonna need a well and a septic, so
yeah.
assuming it's gonna need water rights, so. Okay.
This is Wayne Handrek. There's a sign off on the map that they've dedicated the water rights.
All right, thank you, Wayne.
Oh, so they already have, okay, sorry.
Yep.
I missed it, sorry.
Julie, in reviewing everything, I was looking for the condition to remove the horse shelters from prior to the final recorded map. I didn't see them in the conditions. What condition is it? And if it did get missed, can we amend the conditions to add that?
I apologize, I thought there was a condition that I had added, and I see that it's not there, so that's my error.
Hmm.
So we can add a condition if you choose to. Those horse shelters are not, they don't have foundations, they're just sort of portable, so they
Okay.
can be moved. But we can, if you want to put that on there, we can.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that.
That's Wes. I don't know how.
Wes, you gotta mute. your
Now it's
main-
working.
Wes, I think we can hear you.
You-
Yeah, wait, talk again? No, it's gone.
So
No.
No, you're muted on the phone as well.
Can we mute Wes's video feed?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Okay,
wonder if
Wes,
that's
now,
what was causing the feedback.
Audio.
now unmute on the phone and you should be able to talk and it should be clear.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying all of those things. My apologies.
Did you have any comments or questions, Wes?
So in looking at what you were just talking about, we have the conditions, or health has the conditions on here that the horse thingies, stables, needed to demonstrate that they didn't have any plumbing in there. I think if we have the requirement to remove them entirely, I'm fine with it, but otherwise those conditions weren't on here either.
Okay.
I'll have to look at I'll look back at your original conditions, Wes.
They're just a couple pages further down.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any questions for staff?
Is it required? This is Rob. I just got one question for my own knowledge. Is it required to remove temporary structures from something like this? I mean, it is? Okay. I see Jen shaking her head. Okay.
So,
Sorry, don't look at me for answering that question.
Okay.
Julie, do you want to answer or do you want me to take this?
I thought you already said yes.
Okay, so
You
Rob,
already
yes.
answered the question. So I don't need to answer it, right? You answered it for me.
So Rob, yes, all accessory structures, when a parcel map goes through, would have to be removed. They'd have to, the primary residence would still have to meet setbacks. If the structures are agricultural in nature, they would have to demonstrate that they meet the agricultural code requirements as a main structure. So in this case, it's commonplace for a condition to be there to have them remove it prior to final map or before map.
All right. Thank you.
If nobody else has any additional questions for staff, I'd welcome a motion or, I can do the motion because I do want to have that amended condition.
There's two amended conditions. We're adding the health one. And we're adding the one about structures on the side. I mean, you could just say as discussed or something like that.
Okay.
Or whatever you want.
Actually, Chris, you can just have yours. If the structures are removed, that negates the other requirement from health.
Okay. So I'll make a motion. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approve parcel map case number WTPM 24-0008 for Ted Doolittle, subject to the conditions of approval as amended to include the removal of the accessory structures as included as Exhibit A within the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code, Section 110-606-30. Do I have a second?
This is Wes Rubio from Health. I'll second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Those opposed, please say nay. All right, motion passes. Thank you. Moving to agenda item 8. This is reports and future agenda items. Does anyone from the committee have any future agenda items they'd like to discuss? Nope. Ms. Gustafson, do we have any legal information and updates?
Nothing for me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Agenda item 9 is public comment. Do we have anybody who would like to speak?
There are no hands raised for public comment, but I did want to add on my part as a recording secretary. Just so you guys know, for the month of February, we currently have tentatively 3 parcel map cases.
Thank you. With that, we are adjourned.